What's up, TSU? It's the Lunchbox here at KTSU, bringing it to you guys, some of the greatest information here on the campus of Texas Southern University, bringing you the latest, greatest of talk, talent, and information here on the yard. I got with me Damo.
Hey, everybody. What's up, TSU?
And I got my boy Marcus here on the sports.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing today?
Yeah, man, we doing great. I'm doing great. How about y'all? How y'all doing?
You know, senior year, pushing.
Talk about it.
It's West Coast Wednesday.
It really is West Coast Wednesdays.
Man,
What's
dope.
Good, Cali Club? What's up? My bad.
Sacktown in the house.
Moving on to the
Anyways.
announcements for these West Coast people start jumping out of their pants. So Habitat for Humanity is having a bake sale soon. Talk about that. What's going on?
Habitat for Humanity is having a bake sale soon. A lot of campus organizations right now are trying to build their funds up, and Habitat for Humanity, they have a lot of things going on, but next Wednesday, on February 2nd, they are having a bake sale in the Student Center. So everybody come look out for that one.
Great. And the African Student Association weekend at Lamar. Is that ASA weekend?
Yeah, that's ASA weekend.
Oh, that's nice.
And they just had it at Sam Houston last semester, and I heard it was live.
That's going to be lit.
But let me give you a rundown on what they got going up at Lamar, because they have different events for every day.
Oh, for real? They do it like that?
Yes, they have ASA weekend, February 19th through the 21st of 2016. First, on Friday, they have a cultural showcase, which is at 7 p.m. Then they have a party. And then on Saturday, they have a field day tournament. And then later that night, they have a banquet. And then there's a party that Saturday night. So
Sounds fun. All right. So, yeah, that's ASA. Now, I remember last year they did a party at Dixie Warehouse. Like,
did they really? How did
2
that
weekends
go?
in a row. They said everybody they just like the week wasn't organized, but everybody like I ain't never saw a party like that. Like it was from 12 to 4 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was
the
just
whole time.
reggae music?
Start rapping.
Put a message in a group me when you have hit record.
Now we gotta look at group me. You ain't even in the group me.
I set up. Mic
She hit record?
1 2 1 2 Mic check it. Don't like it. Shh.
What's up, TSU? It's Dave here again. Tiger Talk, giving you the latest, greatest of talk, talent, and information on the campus of Texas Southern University and beyond. I have here Damo.
Hey.
I have my boy Marcus here,
What's going on?
and a special guest of our son, Brisby.
What's up?
We're going to give you guys some great topics today. We got some interesting things, going on. Pretty much so, one thing on campus, but some other things that are pretty much far away from where we are. Starting off with the Be Legendary. Be Legendary was great. I loved it.
It was actually different. It was a really good panel. It was good to see people who came from HBCUs that are actually doing things with them. Let me give y'all a rundown on who exactly was at this event. You have Thomas Dortch. He was the organizer of the event. Mm-hmm. He is the CEO and founder of the Hope Foundation,
Right.
which really teaches you about financial literacy.
Right.
But he also has other companies as well. But I got to speak to him a little bit, Dave. We both got to speak to him a little
Yeah, we
bit.
got the interview on.
Yeah, he was speaking of the interview. I was kind of upset, but we'll get to that later. But we got to interview him. Judge Glenda Hatchett. She was on campus. I didn't know she went to an HBCU.
I didn't either. They said that? She went there?
Yeah, she went to an HBCU.
Which one?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just know she went to one. We had another guy. He was a football player, NFL. Actually played for 11 NFL football teams. His name was Steve Baggs Jr.
I have a funny story about him. So yesterday, so I advised for Collegiate 100, someone who kind of organized some of the stuff, the flights and everything, and the drivers. So this guy comes to our campus, right? He comes to, I'm pretty sure he sees all the beautiful black women. Above the age of 18, of course, 21, of course. But this guy,
Disclaimer.
So, like 2 hours after the event, our advisor is like, "Yo, where is the football player?" He said his name. What's his name?
Steve Baggs Jr.
Steve Baggs. So he's like, "Where's Steve Baggs at?" He's like, "Do y'all see him? His driver's here, and they charge about it, and they're like charging, So he puts it on the group me like, "Where is this guy? This guy is nowhere to be found, man."
Did anybody find him?
I think they found him at like nighttime or something like that. Like this guy was lost, and I'm suspecting that.
No, he didn't get lost.
Look,
No, he
ladies,
found his way.
ladies, now y'all know He was fine. And I got to interview him, but before, I think me and him, we made a little connection. So, if it wasn't with me.
Girl, he told you to get something off. He
did, but then he asked me, did he look good? And I was like, yeah, you fine. You look good.
You should have told him no.
But no, me and him actually had a really good conversation. Marcus, it was actually a conversation me and you had before as well. I know we just talked about sports, guys. But he went to Bethune-Cookman University. And we were talking about how last semester was the first Celebration Bowl for HBCUs, but also how black colleges weren't really allowed to attend the NCAA football championship game. Like, we weren't even allowed to be in the running because we already had our own championship bowl. Right. So it was pretty interesting to hear it because I was like, if we were able to get this type of publicity, or for the simple fact that he went to Bethune-Cookman, which is a HBCU, it's in the MEAC, and he played for 11 different NFL teams, and now he's an actor in Tyler Perry. But when you see him, you wouldn't know he went to an HBCU. And he told me, he was like, there's plenty of people in the NFL and the NBA that went to the HBCUs, but you wouldn't know that unless you did your research. And I was like, well, I feel like if more people knew this, would that draw in more African-American athletes to want to go to an HBCU over a PWI? What do you guys think?
I definitely think if it was something that was publicized more so by the NFL players and NBA, because that's like the top, you know what I'm saying? So the people that are not at the top need to hear from the top to say, yeah, I went to a HBCU and I'm here. I made it to the top, you know what I'm saying? I definitely think that would draw more people into going to the HBCUs. And I definitely also think that bigger stages, like the Celebration Bowl, will also draw more students to, HBCUs. Like TSU continuing to play on these bigger stages. We played Baylor, we played Syracuse, schools like that. You got when they say a basketball team playing against those schools, they're on these big stages on ESPN, Fox, and they're like, okay, TSU is going to give me that exposure I need. So that might be a good HBCU I can go to.
Being a former athlete, I can actually.
What sport did you do?
Well, I played Texas Southern. I played football for Texas Southern, so I do, kind of know what it's like.
But go ahead.
I played for Texas Southern during my freshman year, but I can definitely say, knowing that there are more NFL players that come from HBCUs, would definitely put a little more confidence in the players that are playing here at these current black universities. It gives you that extra strive to know that, someone came from the same position in the same situation and can make it out, such as someone as Michael Strahan and Stephen Baggs Jr.
What you think about that, Marcus?
It's funny that you say that, because that's kind of, Dom, about the point. So that's kind of one of the reasons why we started the whole thing talking about the SWAC and MEAC, just to give these guys that kind of exposure, because the reason why I feel African-American players would go to a PWI rather than HBCU, because historically that's all that's been preached upon, like an LSU or an Auburn, a Florida, Ohio State, USC, the list goes on, and that's because you hear about guys that have made it to the league, countless number of guys that have made it to the league coming from those schools, recruitment, exposure, everything that ties into that. Now, if you were to do those same things and highlight these players that have made it to the pros coming from HBCUs, like your Walter Paytons, your Jerry Rice, your Michael Strahans, if you were to highlight those guys more, I promise you, people would start coming to these HBCUs more, just because they know, like, hey, I can go get my education, be amongst people that aren't going to discriminate against me. And that kind of ties into the whole Mizzou thing, but that's a whole different touchy subject we can get into later.
All right.
And one more thing I wanted to touch on the Be Legendary event. There was a professor there by the name of Professor Laws who made a statement to me and David about how this was such a great event, but he's a staff here and he knew nothing about it. And I just wanted to challenge all of the organizations, Collegiate 100, California Club, UBC, SGA. Yes, we want the students to attend these events, but also let's get the staff out there, because they are a part of Texas Southern University.
Yeah.
That's just...
I think the only thing about that, and I said this to him, is like, they're not on the same channels we're on.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, we can get 100 views for Lunchbox just putting this thing on GroupMe. On GroupMe's. And that's what I've done. Probably get another 100 on social media. But even though Professor Laws is on Instagram and he's more connected to students, some professors are not. That's the only thing.
That's where you wanted to leave it at.
Yeah. So, but most definitely, we definitely got to do a better job, getting the word out to, other crowds just besides students.
one more thing about getting the word out, everybody. Make sure you guys follow us at TXSU Lunchbox. We will be changing it to the TSU Lunchbox because we're going to take the TSU back.
Already.
We're taking it back. Tennessee State, who are they?
Tennessee State. That is a school in Southern.
Yeah, we don't know them.
Oh, okay.
We the TSU.
No
That's us.
idea.
Good, that is us. TSU, Texas Southern University. We're taking that back. One more thing, everyone. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram once again. Also, if you guys are artists here, singers, poets, if you have a talent here, please contact one of us from the Lunchbox. We would love to bring out the Texas Southern Tigers, the talented Texas Southern Tigers. Bring them out. Expose your talents.
Most definitely.
Can I rap?
Can we hear it first?
If you lay down a beat, give me a quick, beatbox. I'm
Oh,
smooth
no.
on the one,
Oh,
too.
no.
We'll do that later.
Chapstick. Look. No.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. Now, here's the next thing I like to call what's hot and what's not. Now, we're going to
Hold on,
talk.
before we do that.
Uh-oh.
What's he going to say?
Edit this
I'm
out.
like, why this guy with everything? Make me laugh. Oh, so what's hot, what's not? I guess we go ahead.
All
Go ahead.
right, we're going to edit it. We're going to get back. All right, TSU, this is a new thing we're going to be called. My bad. All right, TSU, this is a new subject we got called What's Hot and What's Not. And today's subject is What's Hot and What's Not this spring semester on the Tiger Walk. Dave, I'm going to start with you.
What's hot? MLK got new Max live. They brand new. They fresh out the box. So that's hot. You know what I'm saying? We on there. And I looked in our equipment room and I see just a bunch of boxes. So I'm like, I don't know what's in these boxes, but they in the camera equipment room. So I'm guessing that it's new camera equipment. I'm looking forward to playing with the new camera equipment, even though they always give me a hard time when I ask for equipment. But we can talk about that later.
Oh, Lord.
What's hot, Marcus? What's hot on the yard, man?
Man, it's a new semester, spring semester. I get to see a lot of beautiful faces, a lot of great people walking up and down this Tiger Walk, and that's always a blessing, man. Because you got to think about it. That break is
Was
over
long.
a month long, and we all get
5
tired
months.
of being at home and doing the same nothingness.
I swear, man.
The same
I
nothing
swear.
every day. So it's like after like that first 3 weeks, I'm saying 3.5 maybe. You're like, dang, when does the semester start?
When in school, get back into it. Son Brisby.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What's up,
sir.
ugly man? What's hot, bro?
I know what's hot in my pockets. These refund checks.
Hey!
What are those?
Thank
What
Lord
are those?
for the government. The government has blessed me, Lord. Thank you. Thank you.
What is
Make
a
it
refund?
through another semester with my beautiful refund check.
What's not?
What's not? I tell you what's not. I see a couple, young ladies, and I can't help but look, and we all do, fellas. David, I know you be looking over there. I be seeing these ladies, it's a little breezy outside, and I see these ladies wearing nothingness.
Why are you looking at me when you say that? Wait a minute. Hold on. He looked at me. He was like, I see them looking like.
I'm only speaking the truth. I'm just saying what's on
Mr.
everybody's
Brisby.
mind. But, for us fellas, it ain't nothing like a little eye candy in the winter to keep us warm at night.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay.
All right, what's hot right now on the Tiger Walk? Student life right now to me. We've had 2 hump. Well, today wasn't really a hump day, but it was kind of a hump day.
Yeah, it wasn't hump day. It was cold outside.
But we had a hump day, and it was live. We had all the Greeks out there. That was pretty hot. Now, what's not? These hoverboards that I keep seeing down the Tiger Walk. One day, one of y'all gonna trip. First of all, I trip walking on there without a hoverboard.
Man, them hoverboards fun. I don't care.
On the Tiger Walk, though?
I just learned how to. Oh, it's not probably not on Tiger Walk. I just learned how to ride one over a break. Like I was just like playing with it for hours. Like,
$300, is it really worth it?
Nah.
probably-
And I heard they
didn't buy
blowing
one,
up
though.
on people.
Blowing up.
Yeah, I heard that.
All on social media.
I'm not buying one though. No, I'm not spending
I'm a
$300.
West Coast guy. I'm more of a longboard type of guy. I try to skateboard, not really with it, but I do the longboard. That whole hoverboard thing, I'm not with that.
Yeah.
Hey, chill.
All right, y'all.
Man, all right. So that's hot. Everything's all that there is hot, man. But I think one thing that's hot inside social media, inside everybody who's a film major, RTF major, communication or whatever, we are all talking about this Oscar situation. You know what I'm saying? I believe it wouldn't even be as crazy as it is if it had not been for some individuals in the industry who took it upon themselves to make certain statements. Some were highly agreed on, and